You are listening to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Stepping up a ring and onto the mic. Golden locks, throwing shades on tight. I rule the airwaves, I own the night. Crank up the volume, feel the heat down. Turn up the dial, let me preach. Running this town with a steel cake smile. When the bell rings, I do it with style. I'm the Lord of Saturday night. One hand thunder, taking the mic. Bodies tell the truth, no fear, no fight. Bow down, cause I rule tonight. Taking the mic, bodies said the truth, no fear, no fright. Bow down, cause I rule tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network, our first show of December. I don't know about you, but it's been pretty cold where I'm at. Welcome, please, my co-host this evening, as he always is, the one and only. Ladies and gentlemen, El Vacant is here. Hola, El Vacant.
Hola, muchachos. ¿Cómo está, mi amigo?
How was your Thanksgiving?
Filling.
Filling. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yes,
that is one of the upsides of my career in Estados Unidos. Is that, because in Mexico we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. It's we're not colonizers, so we don't have the colonizer holiday. But But having spent so much time in the U.S., and I realized, you have an entire holiday based on eating and getting fat and sleeping on the couch. I love it.
It was a good day. A lot of good football, a lot of good food, and of course, the other thing that some of us participated in. You kind of participated in it, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's go ahead and bring in our other caller to join us, the one and only.
Roshina birot branachna has nice. Tado farden on the roimage sambat. Tada broira cheter. Silagas a trill hair resning help lefi and spy
Everyone, please welcome Maeve O'Hare. Good evening, Maeve.
Good evening, Bossman. Good evening, Vacant.
Oh, hi.
And how did you enjoy your Thanksgiving?
I mean, I ate about 5 different kinds of potatoes, so I can't complain.
That's good. Wait a minute. There's 5. There's okay. Yeah, I suppose there would be. You mean 5 ways they're prepared?
Is this a
No.
trick question?
All right. Well, I'm glad. I hope everybody had a safe and great, fun Thanksgiving. I know we all did, including those of us who participated in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Now, let's take a look at the highlights from that, from the RAWF's participation. Let's take
Highlights
a
of me
look.
freezing me arse off out there,
Yeah.
you mean?
You seemed pretty happy. Let's take a look. So yeah, it was a good time to be had. Did, Vacant, you weren't there, but you were.
Look, we need to have a talk about prop guy. I think I have a problem with making a Mr. Ego Man. I know his ego is bigger than me, but he's not.
What's that? Let's take a look. Hold on, let's find it.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
7 inches taller than him.
I mean, English is tall, but he ain't that tall.
I think it's the angle there, don't you think?
It's hard to tell.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, Vacant, I think it's because his head's so big in that.
Well, which is, probably the most accurate thing they did here.
I mean, and then of course, Maeve, I didn't know you were a horse rider.
I ain't. See, I'm smiling there, but I'm smiling because I'm just like, this is it. This is how I go. I had never ridden a horse in my life.
I did not know I was dying at the Macy's Day Parade. Who knew?
That's me dissociating right there.
And then I think this was pretty good. Sigh in her teacup. Whoever came up with the motorized teacup for Psy, that's just hilarious.
I suspect that that's full of booze, just like the one that's out there with Sibel right now. That's why she had so much fun.
And then yes, this thing apparently.
Speaking of giving you nightmares, that thing was terrifying up close.
Just like the real thing.
Less smelly.
At any rate, so that was the fun we had at the parade in New York there on Thanksgiving Day, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That was fun, certainly. We'll have to do that again next year. So, with that being said, let's bring in Will, the COO of Sports Unstoppable, to give us an update on Wrestler Unstoppable and when we might be getting it back, hopefully sometime soon. Will, are you there?
I am.
All right, sir.
Yeah. So I actually was on a. I wouldn't be so formal as to call it a meeting, but I was talking with one of the lead developers on the project earlier this evening. And as I said before, as we get more information, I'll share it. I got a little more this evening. When last we spoke, I was saying, that they were fairly certain that they were not going to have a problem connecting, doing the getting us off of Facebook and connecting people to their original accounts. I have had that confirmed today. They've actually run a test and they've managed to do it with a character. And it looks like originally the plan was to use the third party API that Facebook uses. Like, so if you go to sign into something, sometimes you can just use your Facebook ID to log in. And he was fairly certain that that would still potentially give them the chance to turn off our login, decided he didn't like that idea, and used a different service. And it worked. So right now it looks like the one that they're working on is an Amazon login of all things, and an email login. So you'll also be able to just use your email. So, and they're still trying to figure out if they can get Facebook to turn the game back on, or the login back on, I should say. And because if they do, it'll make it a lot easier to attach people to their original characters. But they've already figured out that if that doesn't happen, they can still attach everyone to their original characters. It's just going to take a little bit more work. So, yay. And I'm having a meeting with them on Monday to kind of go over more in detail what we discussed today and have some of the other stakeholders in the project available to chime in on other aspects, and hopefully we'll have some timeframes.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. So positive steps. We're getting there, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's and it sounds like it's going easier than they expected, which is always good.
All right. Excellent. All right. Anything else? Anything else you'd like to share, or anything you'd like to say?
I will. I've said this before, but again, I just want to thank the people who have actually donated to the GoFundMe. We've gotten about $1,800 in, which is not a ton of what we need for it, but it's a start, and every bit helps. We appreciate people who have done so. Anyone who wants to wants to do so, it'll still be up for several months. And if you already have, feel free to spread the word. And again, we appreciate everyone who's helped out.
All right. Thank you, Will, COO of Sports Unstoppable, Will. And that sounded like some good news there, Maeve. What did you think?
I'm purely thrilled. I've been missing going to work every day.
Right?
It's not something I ever expected to say, but I do enjoy my job, and I miss getting to go out there.
I agree.
The thing that I miss, and I weren't expecting this to be the aspect of it that I miss so much. I miss some of my coworkers, and I weren't expecting that. I was like, oh, I could do without some of them, but some of them I really do miss. I won't name any names of who I could do without. But
you miss Chris Cage, don't you? Admit it.
Do I look like Destroyer?
No, the Tatas are completely different.
That's what's different. All right.
Well, that's the part I noticed.
All right, and I miss everybody too. To be fair, to be fair,
you don't miss all the headaches though.
I wouldn't say that because
you miss the headaches. I mean, I'm not here to kink shame, but
when you've done something for so long and you get used to something and it goes away, even if it is a bad thing, sometimes it'd be like, I could use someone giving me a headache, and well, I mean, I get that occasionally. Like tonight, I'm sure I'll get one, but I miss doing the sun.
We call that Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah. I do miss doing Superstars every Sunday and the pay-per-views as well, and hopefully we'll be getting to do that soon. Right now the plan is hopefully we'll get a Jingle Hell Rock. If not, we will figure something else. We will figure something out. But we shall see what happens. All right, so 2 weeks ago, we put out a trivia quiz on Black Friday. And if you haven't answered, only a few people answered, which put in answers, but that's all right. It's still more fun to do it here on live on air and reveal the answers and whatnot. So let's go over those questions, shall we? Whoops, don't do that yet.
I think I know this one.
You think so? Which of the following wrestlers have never main evented Black Friday? Now, if you probably saw the answer, but we got Mithras, Paragon of Greatness, the Great Red Dragon, Raven the Enchanted, and Chris Cage. And so, did you see who it was, Elvacant?
I knew who it was anyway, but.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Maeve, did you see?
I also saw.
All right. So then I guess we'll just have to. So it is Chris Cage. So was that a shock to anybody?
No,
Neither of you.
I knew that one.
Did you know that one?
I were a little surprised. I reckoned he would have main evented a Black Friday by now, but
Nope, he had not. So what?
well, he ain't done it this year either. So
Nope. Nobody is main eventing Black Friday this year. So this next question, I believe, is an easy one.
Means I highlighted this year.
Yeah, basically. Black Friday is always held in what legendary venue? And I think just about, surprisingly though, not everybody got it right.
I were going to say, did someone get that one wrong?
Yes.
You get that one wrong.
Yes, somebody got it wrong.
We actively spoke about where the show would be last show.
And it's always in the same place. Like, how have you worked here and not known where you do that show every year?
Somebody actually answered none of the above. So,
hey, I got a question for you. Where does the Macy's Day Parade take place? Why do we march in the Macy's Day Parade?
None of the above. Definitely my favorite venue.
So, of course, the answer is Madison Square Garden. Next up, which of the following matchups is the only one to have main evented 2 Black Fridays? Is it the Paragon of Greatness versus Killin' Neptune, Nightcrawler versus Lady Vex, Mithras versus the Immortal Griffith, the Immortal Griffith versus Simply the Best, or Claymore versus Lady Vex? What do you think, Maeve?
I picked Griffith versus Simply the Best just because that seemed like the most likely one. But that was purely a guess.
What do you think, Elvagan?
I knew this because you kind of gave it away last show, and now I forget. But I think, I'm going to go with Griffith and Simply the Best.
The answer is...
Look at that.
The Immortal Griffith versus Simply the Best has main evented 2 Black Fridays.
I knew I'd seen that match more than once. I just couldn't remember if it had always been at a Black Friday or not.
I don't know that it's always been at a Black Friday, but they've done it twice at Black Friday.
It's been more than just the 2.
Right. The first 2 Black Fridays in RAWF history featured a what in the main event? Was it a Hell in the Cell, an Elimination Chamber, a candy cane on a pole match, a Fubar City street match, or a high voltage steel cage match? What did you think, Elvagan?
So I know it's not a candy cane on a pole match because that's the next pay-per-view. That's usually the Christmas pay-per-view. I'm going to go with Fubar City.
All right, Maeve?
I'm trying to remember what I guessed. I think I guessed high voltage.
High voltage. All right. The answer is... an elimination chamber where 6 people would participated, and both times they were for the vacated World Heavyweight Championship. So
wait, not only was it an elimination chamber, but both times the world title had been vacated?
Yes, actually.
Huh. That's one of those. It's weird that it's happened twice.
Yeah, it's happened, and we've actually had 3 elimination chambers at Black Friday. The first 2, though, were the main event. In the third Black Friday, there was an elimination chamber that wasn't technically the main event. That one was for a guaranteed shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, not the World Heavyweight Championship itself.
The
Uh,
So the 2 that were for the belt, those had to have been early on, though. Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah.
Well, if it were the first 2 Black Fridays, then it had to have been like a decade plus ago.
Yep, absolutely. The first Black Friday saw King Outlaw win the World Heavyweight Championship in a 6-person elimination chamber, and I want to say the second one
Isn't that the reign where he forfeited the belt later?
might be. It probably is. And then I believe the second one was one. The second elimination chamber was won by Tank Girl. So
I am curious how that belt how those belts ended up vacated in the first place.
one of them, King Outlaw, the vacated belt that King Outlaw won was vacated by Canadian Destroyer. The
All
the
right, well,
the
Flighty
late
is as
the,
Flighty does.
the late Canadian Destroyer, and I believe that Tank may have won the one that King Outlaw vacated. So,
Griffith won the King Outlaw one. King
anyways,
Outlaw vacated. That was his first one.
no, Griffith won the opportunity for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship in the Elimination Chamber. He did not win the world title in the Elimination Chamber.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
When King Outlaw vacated his title that he won in that chamber, the title the replacement was Griffith versus I forget who.
Shell Kneebreaker was it?
Yeah,
Was it?
and that was when Griffith won his first one, and it was that was how it happened.
Now you got me curious. Let me take a look because that doesn't sound
Where's
right.
more Corcoran when we need him?
I mean, unless that was an earlier holding of the title by King Outlaw, I don't know how many times he's held it.
You know what? You're right. You're absolutely
I
right.
thought I was.
You're absolutely right because King Outlaw had 2 reigns with the World Heavyweight Championship. The first one was the one he won at Elimination Chamber. The second one, he beat Tank Girl at Immortal just before Griffith, and then vacated it just not too long after Immortal. So yeah. So yes, you are correct about that. All right, moving on. Who walked out of Black Friday 2020 with the World Men's Hatfield McCoy and White Lightning Championships? Was it Mithras, the Immortal Griffith, Dees, Chris Cage, or Claymore? This one's not too tough, I don't think. Elvacan, what do you think?
With that combination of titles, oh God, that could have been a couple people. I think if it was 2020 though, that's got to be Griff.
It's got to be who?
Griff.
All right, Maeve, what do you think?
I'm recusing myself because I know the answer to that one.
Oh, okay. Well, Elvacan is correct. It is indeed the Immortal Griffith.
Because I was looking at the collection, I'm like, there are other people who've had 4 or more belts, but that particular collection, I'm not sure anyone else has had that particular collection.
I had to share a locker room with that.
All right. Before we get to this next one here, I want to go back and look at the stats.
Oh, there's more Corcoran. See?
Did he see himself in the parade?
I don't know. I'm more interested if he saw his brother in the parade.
All right. What were we were talking about?
Apparently, yes.
The question about the first 2 Black Fridays, only 33% of the voters got that one correct. A lot of people said Hell in the Cell. And as far as the matchup between the 2 main events, Griffith and Simply the Best, 50% of the people got that one right. And 66% of the people got the got the Mortal Griffiths question right about all the titles on that particular one. All right. Who is the only woman to walk out of a Black Friday the Triple Crown champion? Was it Lady Vex, Wildfire, the Cougar, Justine Just Ice, or DW Diesel Warrior? Who do you think, Maeve?
I believe that it's Diesel Warrior.
Diesel Warrior's your guess? All right. El Vacant?
I think she's right. I think it was Diesel Warrior.
You think it was DW?
Yep.
All right. And let's take a look at who thought what. DW got 16% of the vote. Lady Vex got 33%. The Cougar got 33%. And Justine Just Dice got 16%. Who was right? Nobody was right.
Wow.
Nobody was right. Nobody got the correct answer. Wildy, the only female to walk out of Black Friday with the Triple Crown Championship, and meaning she's the only one to. Yeah,
I forgot she had that vote. That's I feel
there
bad.
are several people. Several
Somewhere
women
there's
that
an offended Kiwi.
Excuse me. Anyways, next up, which of these matchups for the national title never occurred at Black Friday? Vex versus Revy, Paragon of Greatness versus Boney, Chris Cage versus Claymore, Dire Payne versus Raven the Enchanted, or DW versus Hobo Ezekiel? Let's take a look at the stats. 33% said Chris Cage versus Claymore, 33% said Dire Payne versus Raven the Enchanted, 16% for Lady Vex, 60% for Paragon versus Boney. Who do you think, Maeve?
I'm trying to remember who I picked for this one. I think that I picked Diesel Warrior versus Hobo.
All right. Elvakin, what do you think?
For the national title, you're saying?
Yes, national.
I don't know. I think it's Cage and Claymore. I don't think that's what the belt they fought for.
All right. So those are your final guesses? Final guesses?
Mm-hmm.
The correct answer is DW versus Hobo Ezekiel.
Well, apparently you picked the wrong Raven there, boss man.
Really? Wow.
That's what McCorkler says.
Really? You might. You know what? You're absolutely right. My mistake. Thank you, Paragon. Nerd. Anyway.
Leave it to McCorkler to know that.
So technically, there are two answers. I'll accept two correct answers on that. Who is the only person to ever win the Powerball title at Black Friday? Was it Killer Neptune, Boney, Vagina Muscles, Mithras, or the Teflon Sheik? Got 50% say Teflon Sheik, 33% said Killer Neptune, 16% said Boney. What do you think, Elvacant?
Well, Paragon's saying that there's actually two of these people that have done it, but
I think he's saying that there's someone else who did it that's not a choice.
I'm not sure which way he was saying. The second one. All right. I think it's Teflon Sheik.
I refuse to vote for him, so I'm going to say Killa.
We're all wrong. It's Boney.
I mean, to be fair, if you asked me to name a single thing that Boney did in this company, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I think it's actually the only title Boney's ever held.
All right, so Mr. Paragon, who was the person that wasn't on the list?
Yeah, who was it? Mr. Paragon.
Senior Greatness. and then there were crickets.
Now he's holding out on us.
Nope.
I think we lost him.
I know who it is. I just
It's
looked it
him.
up. Huh?
Is it him?
No. Believe it or not, it's the other Raven. The one that I said on the first question. Raven the Enchanted. Okay. At any rate, how many RAWF Black Fridays have happened?
I'm going to go with 10.
Maeve?
I'll say 11.
11? It is indeed 11. Paragon knows his Raven the Enchanted trivia. So
That
it
explains
was.
the posters in his locker room.
All right, and the final question was, which of these wrestlers did not win a Midnight Hobo Championship at Black Friday? I hope I got this. Paragon will correct me if it's wrong, but which one of these people did not do it? El Vegant?
I'm going to kick myself if I'm wrong here, but I don't think that's where Maeve won it.
Maeve, did you win it there?
Well, if I did, I'm not going to say so right this second. Now am I?
The answer is no, you didn't.
Neither time.
Neither time. But you only got 33% of the vote. There were.
I think it's because people so associate that belt with me and with the threshing machine.
Yeah.
That I suspect that they figured we had to have won it at that one at some point.
Right. But at any rate, the person who guessed the most questions right, I believe, is the Paragon of Greatness. So he got.
Of course
7.
it were.
For the record, I only got 2 wrong.
He's out here correcting your answers. Of course,
I
you
only got 2
right.
wrong.
You did only get 2 wrong. Yeah, that's true. So, but he did not get 10 out of 10. So,
Well, you said he got 7, yeah?
Yeah.
So I win.
Did you officially put it into the thing?
Oh, absolutely not.
No, then, sorry. That's almost as good as holding a vacated championship.
Exactly.
All righty.
Because he's the stat man. No, that stat man is somebody else. That title belongs to another person.
And anywho.
But this was fun, Boss Man. You should do another one like this sometime.
Yeah, I will. I couldn't think of a good subject for this one. If anyone has a good subject for a trivia, then I can make it work. It might be. I mean, unstoppable trivia would be too wide and varied, so. Superstars trivia. Oh, good lord. Outliers?
You vain creature, you want an entire quiz dedicated to yourself.
Speaking of that vain creature, we might as well bring him in as well, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome.
From shadows deep, he rises. A the tempest shall not wait. Memento mori, the call echoes through the night. His spirit will not fall. Ready for the fight. Griffin Davian, the immortal one, eternal champion, his worst ever done. Hunter of monsters, affection of one. In a world that's broken, he stands with none. The tempest rages, his head held high. An immortal legend that will never die.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the immortal Griffith. Good evening, Griffith.
Good evening, Amadeus. Ooh. And if it isn't the best tag team partner a man could ever have, the wonderful, the talented Irish Maeve O'Hare. Oh, and then that vacant guy. Oi, what? Why? Why?
Alrighty. That was a heck of an entrance there, Griff. How was your Thanksgiving?
Well, I am the social media champion after the.
Oh, this is true. And did you do anything social media wise during Thanksgiving?
Actually, specifically, I have not been social media. I've been actually traveling and doing fan events all over the country because we haven't been having shows.
Maestro of Madness trivia. That's not a that's a bad idea.
That's a horrible plan.
That's a horrible. Although, you know what would be a good idea? If I do individual trivias, then the person that the trivia is based on individual wrestlers can help me figure out good questions.
You just volunteered yourself, English.
Well, actually,
We do
my
our
first
work
thought
around here anyway.
my first thought was maybe next week we have Paragon of Greatness trivia.
The answer is pickle.
I thought the answer was kill a Neptune.
Oh, Jesus. At any rate, what you been up to, Griff? What's new with you?
Like I said, just traveling around, doing fan events, scouting some of the indies just to see if we can bring some people in when things get back up and running. Doing my job.
Doing your job. And apparently, I don't know my Griffith history so well. We were at a debate about it earlier, but you did. Elvakin pointed out, I believe, that you did win your first heavyweight championship because the title was vacated.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, and I remember that specifically because I was looking forward to facing King Outlaw because he was very ego driven and it sort of offended me. So I wanted to slap him down as he was clearly in need of. But then he left once he knew he was going to face me.
Ego driven.
This from you?
I was going to say, Mr. Pot. You're talking about Mr. Kettle.
Excuse me. Do I or do I not know of where I speak?
I mean, to be fair, if I were going to go to the expert on ego, I mean, he's right here.
And Chris, we might indeed someday bring back the Elimination Chamber. That is something that I have thought about doing, but I definitely keep that on the back burner in case we need it sometime.
I mean, I've got some fun ideas for when we get back, and I can run some new events.
Oh,
with my GM hat on.
All right, I like it.
Well, you're really gonna enjoy one of my ideas then, Sibel, because it's awfully violent. That's not a terrible idea there, Mokorkra.
What's that?
He says top 6 point earners at the end of the year get an elimination chamber match for the title to get a shot at the title.
I mean, a slightly self-serving idea, but not a bad one.
Yeah, because that's a question. Like, what happens if the world champion is one of those 6 people? Do they get to choose their opponent? Do they get to pick a champion to go into the elimination chamber for them?
No, I think you would just have to eliminate whoever's world title and take number 7 in the list. But that's just me.
I mean,
brain-
it's your company, so you get to
Right.
pick. Your
But
vote counts times 25.
If we were going to do something like that.
Honestly, I suspect the actual answer lies with a certain robot. Just say.
At anywho,
I'm just saying you're AI controlled. What? It's point out where I'm wrong.
anyways, moving on to other subjects. What other subjects do we have to discuss? Anybody want to discuss anything? Feel free. Open forum now at this point. I think I've pretty much gotten everything out of the way that to discuss.
Well, on the topic of when we get back to work, what are you most looking forward to, boss man?
Having things to talk about on the radio show.
I sure seen that coming.
I mean, eventually the card. So obviously, the first pay per view we missed because of the shutdown was Graveyard Smash, and every match that we have scheduled for Graveyard Smash is going to be on the first pay per view that we have when we get back. It's still possible to have a Jingle Hell Rock, or we might, we want to give it a couple of weeks for some build up once Unstoppable gets back up. So.
I think there's some title matches that we still need to determine.
All right, well, let's take a look at them. Let's just go ahead and take a look at what we've got.
If memory serves me right.
Yeah, there were several that did not complete correctly
right.
because of the closures, so I know those, well, at the very least, need to straighten those out.
So, I mean, we know that the Redneck Avenger and Soul Reaper are scheduled for a horror lumberjack match, and then we got Ken Costa and Kenta in their 3 stages of hell. We've got Destroyer will defend the Estrogen title against Tigress. And, I mean, that one's going to be a good one. Tigress, no stranger to the Estrogen title.
Loser has to put on a full pair of pants.
Well, what fun would that be?
Why do you punish me like that?
Right. Griff, you have to defend the Multimedia Championship against Deez at some point.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that definitely
You still have good matches.
I'll be honest. Deez is in the, I would say historically, top 5 of my favorite matches are against Deez.
I'm kind of interested who else is on that list.
RA is actually on that list as well.
Schrodinger's champion there, Chris.
Triple Crown Championship. Chris Cage will have to defend against Maeve O'Hare and Joe Boo at some point. And I'm sure you've been looking forward to that match for 3 months now.
I would make a comment that I'm told that this is meant to be a family show, so I won't say the first thing that popped into my head.
I mean, Teflon Sheik will have to defend the Fubar C Championship against Sai.
That one button on Sai's jacket is doing an awful lot of heavy lifting.
It is. It is.
World's strongest snap.
The thing's super glued into place. Never mind double-sided tape.
Well, Midnight Hobo Championship. Ken Costa will have to defend against Iceman Jer at some point. G. Then Simply the Best versus Killin' Neptune for the National Championship. That's something else we need to talk about.
Taking his vacation at the Dunkin' Donuts.
And then, of course, the main event will be Paragon of Greatness versus STB. STB has game. So, uh, hopefully, this is the card for Jingle Hell Rock. No guarantees, of course, but I think a couple things we can talk about. First of all, uh, if by for some reason the game isn't up in time to have Jingle Hell Rock, but it is say up by around the end of the year, that means that we'll probably have to do it at Love Hurts. It's gonna be a hell of a build up, the longest build up in pay per view history.
You're gonna make me wait for 6 months and then have me spend my Valentine's Day with Chris Cage and Jobu.
I
Yes.
mean,
I wasn't going to point it out, but now I have to. So, this picture is upsetting because of the nature of the photo. You know, with that ghostly appearance, it gives a whole new meaning to the word headstone in the case of Paragon. I'm just saying. I broke them. I win.
okay. But getting back to what I was saying about the pay per view,
Talk about a no sell. Jeez. What are you, Hulk Hogan?
if Unstoppable is up not in time for Jingle Hell Rock, but in time for say early to mid January pay per view, we may get a January pay per view for the first time in years here in RAWF.
What were the January pay per view? Were that unyielding?
Well, we never had a January pay per view.
Have we never had one? I swear.
January has always been. It always goes Jingle Hell Rock and then the February pay per view, whether that be Love Hurts or Unyielding. Maybe this year we have both.
More Corker reckons that we should bring back Radically Violent.
No.
He didn't even think about that.
No.
Bad memories.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious why you're just immediately like, no, we're not doing that. Because I were never around for Radically Violent.
Because that is not strictly licensed to RAWF.
Ah. Well, that'll do it. You know what? That could be the contest for the next trivia. Whoever wins it gets to name the January pay-per-view if we have it.
Oh, I want to enter that then because I know I want to name one the Mexican standoff. All lucha matches.
It's going to be really awkward if it's being held in like Butte, Montana.
So here's something to think about. Well, actually, we got a new caller. Let's see if let's get this next person on here, and he can join in the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning Midnight Elbow champion.
Beast within, unleash tonight. No merciless where there's no light. Run if you can, but you'll never win. There's no escaping the beast within.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Costa joining us here. Ken, are you there?
Yeah, it's been a long time, and you are all missed to me.
I gotta admit, I like this new song.
We missed you too, Ken, and I don't know. You don't celebrate Thanksgiving where you are, do you?
Actually, no, because it's the Middle East, Egypt.
Right. I figured that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're a bit the pilgrims are a bit thin on the ground over there, Death Band.
It's been a long
Oh
time.
gosh.
It's been a long time. I even forgot how to make it here. So,
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. The information is we could have Unstoppable back fairly soon, though. Uh, so, have you been having withdrawals?
mm, actually, when the game went down, um, I have spent the time on the vacation, going out, having a life out of the of the of the of the hustling world anyway. But sometimes I check news on the Discord, Facebook anyway, and I kinda missed what we are doing here. You know, uh, I can say that I am not American. I am Egyptian, Forjan. My I am not a good English speaker too. But anyway, I met a lot of people here. People that I really loved, that I really enjoyed making all these things with, all these promos, all these matches. Yeah, and I was kind of having fun for sure. But anyway, the game may be back soon, and I will be ready, focused, and I will, I will, I will try be more cool this time because I know that sometimes I sound very very crazy guy, but I truly missed you all, and I I am happy to be here tonight because um, it's a good show to me. So I am truly honored to be here. I am honored to meet all of you, and I wish it won't be the last time anyway.
All right. Well, we missed you too, Ken, and we're glad you made it here tonight. Uh, let's talk. I want to talk about since you're a champion, and we have another current champion and our multimedia champion here, the Immortal Griffith. So, because of the shutdown, because of the, we'll call it a strike, both of your title reigns, the days you're normally you would defend the title. You would have defended the title twice by now, Ken, since you won it. Same for you, Griff. And neither one of you have had to do that because of the strike, and it's kind of, how do you say, putting a boost in your stats and your reigns and how many days you've held the title, kind of almost unfairly. How do you feel about what that means to like the records
Well,
of
I'll get to
RAWF?
that first.
okay, okay. Should I speak in or out my
You can
my
you
character?
can speak out. You can speak out of character. That's fine.
Okay, okay, look. Um, s- like um, l- like speaking as Kenny, I don't really care about things called history, records. Yeah, yeah, it's all a game. It's all a part. Lol. It's all a part. Lol. Um, I can't find the real meaning. It's all a part of the game. part of fun, part of living a good playing. So uh, when I won that Midnight Hobo title, only wanted to make impact. I I won't care if I held it for for a year or even a week. I didn't care about how many times I will defend it. I didn't care how many times I will face big challenges for it, because it's all a part of impact. Sh- j- just like that. I
Okay.
just look. I I just I just came in, just we can say like a rookie newbie anyway, and I wanted to make impact. After a few weeks, a few months, feuds with Cage, Caliber, Maeve, Purple, and even Eve in Fish. Anyway, Eve in Vacant, I had a good impact with him here, uh, but we can say that I every time I step into anything here, I just want to make it impact. I just wanted to make it worthy. Uh, being being a champion, being a big guy, tough guy. Soon, I can be a star, a legend. It's all for making impact. It's for making these people happy, making these people love what I do, and making some good friends here. Um, so so y- we um, we can say that after we come back, uh, every day in this damn game shut down, I know that my days won't even count, and it's fair. It's really fair. But in the end, I can say that when we come back, I will also come back as Kenny, as a crazy guy, face heel. It it's it's all coming back for making my impact. And for sure, it won't be just j- just the just the kind of challenge, kind of making hate, making bully people sad. And no, it's just for making everything fun, everything impact, everything goes wild in the good way for me. And I want to say sorry if I said anything mean, if I sometimes cross the line. S- Sometimes passion uh, in the game, in the promo, leads to some kind of really uh, really wrong words. And uh, I can say that I did that. And and if kind of anybody was mad if I said a line here, a line there, I am really I am really, really sorry. Just take me as your good friendly
All
Kenny now. Just,
right. Well, Ken, I don't think you said too. I can't remember any time that you offended me, so I can't speak for everybody else. All right, but getting back to the question, um, Griff, what is your opinion on this, on it being the multimedia champion and how it's going to affect the length of your reign?
So because records matter to me, I'm the opposite. Records matter to me, but I also want them to matter. I'm of the opinion that what should happen is when we should calculate how many days we were down. I believe right now we're at 67, um, and the day it comes back up, just go through the notes of who has the titles and put a note on each one saying minus whatever number of days. So when you calculate it, you just know, oh, subtract this many number of days from that.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I'll be sure to get when the Unstoppable comes back. I'll be sure to find out from you how many days exactly it's been, if that's the way. But that makes sense. Maeve, what do you think?
I mean, I've got no horse in this race because if things were all being equal, I would have had that Triple Crown title a while ago. So I got no opinion one way or the other. I think whatever is the least headache for you, boss man.
I like that. See, that's why I like you, Maeve. You're the
Because
only
that's what she
person.
appreciates about
You,
me.
well, you're one of the few people, if not the only person. Well, actually, there's two people that make things easy for me around here. One of them's a
It's not my
robot.
job.
No, it's not definitely not you.
My job is in fact exactly the opposite of that.
Exactly. But at any rate, oh goodness. But we will figure something out. I just wanted to get that out there and see what people thought. Ah, at anywho, who wants to watch the parade stuff again?
Sure,
I
why
think
not?
I think we need to watch it just so that we can see more Corcora's live reactions.
Oh yeah, I don't know that more Corkers. That's too bad, more Corker. You're getting we're going. Everyone gets to see the parade highlights one more time. Ah, Griff, what do you think about the actor who played you? You seem to like those jazz hands pretty.
I'm pretty sure I've never done jazz hands a day in my life.
Well, actually, I was talking to Griff.
I apparently he just wants to answer for me. I'll just sit over here. No, I mean, I also don't think I've ever done jazz hands a day in my life. But look, the guy was paid to go out there and be there for the fans and make a spectacle, and he did that. So good for him. I mean, I hope you paid him well because I'm going to go beat the shit out of him later. But that's
can I ask
Oh shoot.
yes.
Go ahead.
why in the blue hell am I not there? Why do you always forget Kenny
You
in this?
were.
No, you
No,
were there.
When?
you were on the float with me and the girls, and you didn't see yourself. You were on the float. Don't you remember?
No, I guess not.
Were you sipping out of Sibel's teacup a little too much?
Hey,
He's Egyptian. They
hey,
don't do
hey,
that.
Chris. Hey, Chris. You are not there because you are unsettled. I am sane already. Please.
Accurate. Bringing you to New York is like bringing a fat man to the Dunkin' Donuts. It's not a good idea. They'll probably have fun, but it's not a good idea.
And besides, they don't. You don't celebrate Thanksgiving in the Middle East, so why would you want to be in a Thanksgiving Day parade?
He has a point.
Sharing. Sharing. Just sharing.
Well, I've got a question for Ken.
All right.
Since obviously you don't celebrate Thanksgiving in the Middle East, what sort of big family gatherings do you have that you celebrate in Egypt?
Um, we have العيد الأضحى. We have we have العيد الصغير. And we have 30 days of شهر اللي هو we have 30 days of شهر Ramadan already. So we have many feasts anyway.
What's your favorite food that you eat for one of your holidays?
What's my favorite food? Um, I can say فسيخ, and it's an some kind of fish, but it goes with uh, uh, with some lemon, with some طحين sauce. But anyway, it goes really perfect. And I wish just as you taste الفول المدمس, you should taste فسيخ one day.
Well, if you send me a recipe, I'll look into it. Because I'm always looking to add new
Sure
things to
thing.
my repertoire.
Sure thing.
I don't think that he's talking about that sort of tahine. I don't think that they eat a lot of that in Egypt.
No.
You don't
No,
eat spicy, salty things on fruit over there, do you?
Spicy things makes me take some good struggle in the bathroom, so I can't anyway.
Well, we learn something new every day.
Because
You have to look this up. If you
last
get that
time
in
we
on my
talked
truck,
about
make it not spicy.
Boss Man's oyster dressing.
Oh, I had.
Which this'll please you. The Thanksgiving dinner that I went to had oyster dressing at it, and I thought of you, Boss Man.
Did it?
It
Did you
did.
try it?
I did not,
Why?
because oysters don't belong in dressing. But I thought of you anyway.
Oyster dressing is
She
the
thought she
best.
wished we could mail it to you.
I wasn't gonna mail it. That's the last thing we need is oysters in dressing that's just been in the mail for several days. Ugh.
Yes, oysters don't travel well. Neither does dressing. And anyways, that could be taken several ways. But oysters oysters often forget their luggage.
Yes, Ken?
I wonder
Were you going to say something, Ken?
where the hell. Yeah, yeah. I wonder where the hell is that purple here with us now?
I think he's
Uh,
still recovering from the psychic damage that watching his brother's band in the parade did.
well, not only that, he is one of he's probably the only person from RAWF that had to walk the entire parade.
That seems awful mean, boss
Oh,
man.
Well, he's the world champion. He should be out there shaking hands and kissing babies, and you know. Plus, plus he wanted to make sure could get a quick getaway if Santa Claus got too close.
I thought that they'd
oh,
made
it will
up.
be perfect.
Now, don't shake the babies, Chris. Folks don't take it kindly when you shake their babies.
Don't kick the baby.
Well, I can't help it, Paragon. That's the parade. That's how every Thanksgiving Day parade ends with Santa Claus, and it's that time of year.
Maybe,
I can't go without saying it.
maybe.
Well,
Oh,
there's
that's right.
Chris?
Destroyer had to walk for a little ways, and then she complained and got in the teacup with Psy.
at least you didn't have her out there on a feckin' horse. No one warned me. No one said, hey, we're going to put you on a horse. And the thing is, I know folks who ride horses. I could have gotten lessons. I could have gotten instruction. But no, you surprised me with that. I show up. I've got the cute little outfit on. They were going to try to make me ride the horse in the Santa little skirt thing, and I absolutely refused. That's why I changed clothes.
Yeah, we got somebody else to do. I think it was Cougs, but at anywho. You're right. You're right, Destroyer. We were very lucky that you were there. You're not exactly a parade type of person. I know.
I was going to say, she'd already had Thanksgiving a month before.
Right. He's freaking. Yeah,
I
That's
am
something just
not
heard.
lucky.
Do you folks do you folks do a Thanksgiving parade in October? Is there like a big parade through Toronto or some such?
Toronto has the Santa Claus parade, the annual Santa Claus parade.
Oh, don't tell Morcorker that. He'll never go to Toronto again.
They just had it a couple weeks ago, actually.
Well, lots of places have gay parades.
Did you just call Santa gay?
No, Destroyer said Toronto has the gay parade. And I said lots of places have the gay parade. I mean, that's unfortunate, Morcorker.
And yeah, Ken, you do kind of get delayed. So we are you? Did you have something else you wanted to say?
Yeah, maybe. Um, actually, since the whole strike, I was out. I really don't follow anything. Not the show, not the of Discord anyway. So I have just a little tiny question.
Gay?
When the damn game will be back? Because I can't wait anymore. Tell me.
Well, we had Will COO on here earlier, and he says that we don't have a firm timeline yet, but he's hoping to get one early on next week. So hopefully, sometime next week, we'll have a timeline.
Oh. Ooh, good damn news anyway. it,
And I'm sure
it
as soon as he knows something, he'll make sure that we know something.
fair enough.
And you all can
Fair
keep
enough.
keep track of that if you're in the WU Discord. And if you're not in the WU Discord, well,
Why not?
What are
why
you doing
not?
with your life?
I am totally not active on this. Actually,
You've been in there though. I know you have, haven't
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
you ought to come
yeah.
in there and spend some more time with us, Ken.
Yeah, because the more active the Discord is, the more it just keeps us all primed and ready for the game. So yeah, I'd highly recommend. Of course, we have
You got to
an
play your
RAWF
Wordle.
page there in the Discord as well. So
Actually,
and
I
Maeve
don't
should.
need to know about you and Cage being Prime Destroyer.
Anywho.
I don't need to know. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to hear about it. I'm completely all right not knowing nothing about that.
may I stand unshaken, said the baby to Chris.
Sibel, why on earth do you want to know about Chris Cage's sex life?
What? Okay.
I mean, if you want to get really awfully uncomfortable, Sibel, I could start asking you some uncomfortable questions about what you got in that teacup. And who you're keeping time with when you're not here fussing about cookies.
Does she need another cookie? I can huck one out there.
Try not to knock her over this time.
Yeah, you were late, Destroyer. You missed the cookies. I gave him the sigh.
He
Yeah, you have to
hucked
get.
them at Cy and knocked her over, and then she were eating them on the floor. I mean, those are the two options, Chris. Well,
Yeah, it's a different L word. I think
that's names we can eliminate from the list. And it doesn't eliminate any of my guesses because none of my guesses are on the Discord yet.
I mean, if you called in and came into the booth, I could give you more cookies. But you're out there, and I'm in here. I can't. How can I give you a cookie?
I have my suspicions, Destroyer.
What a way to say it, Destroyer.
I think his point is the cookies are in the booth with him.
That was, in fact, my point, yes.
You make that sound awful, filthy, Destroyer.
I mean,
is she trying to get me to give you to her to eat? That
does she want you to toss me at her? It seems weird.
Oh,
I do.
By the way,
you want to throw me at Destroyer?
No, I want him to toss you at me.
You're like 2 feet away from me.
I'll still catch it.
That reminds me. Chris Cage did win the Discord tournament. Did I mention that last time we were on here?
No.
Had he won it by then?
I mean, most folks have a type, though.
All right. Well, I did say he would get a promo for, and I did make that promo. Let me get it uploaded here. As Chris Cage beat Hotshot Chaz in the finals of the Discord tournament.
Hotshot Chaz always losing.
And
No,
Chris, I will.
don't start that. He just stopped whinging about it. I don't need to hear it again.
So,
Sorry.
and here is the promo that he is receiving.
When did Chris Cage join Kindred?
When did he? What? Oh.
I just glanced out of the corner of my eye. It looked like he was wearing one of them Kindred masks.
So I will send that to you on Discord here in a little ways.
The one day you were in Kindred, Morcorcra.
Wait, he was in Kindred?
According to Morcorcra, he were in Kindred for a day.
Oh, wow. Good. I'm glad you like it, Chris. I'm glad you like it. Who the? What? Who are you talking to?
They were referencing Scorpion in the chat.
Please don't shoot your grappel hook out and stab the fans in the chest. Bossman gets sued and it gets messy and expensive.
We got to pay to wash the floors and the seats.
I don't know. I don't know. You talk to Destroyer about your hook. I don't want to hear about your hook.
What's a repeal hook as opposed to a repel hook? Okay.
It makes you take things back.
Oh, shoot.
I'm awful concerned about the state of Chris Cage's veins.
Why?
He looks like he's about half a second away from hulking out. Look at them. I'm worried about his blood pressure.
What's you gonna do, brother, when unsettled mania runs wild on you?
I think that you were facing Sassy for the Powerball title. Oh, those are some awful cute promos, boss man.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Again, just keep more Corcra at bay because I've heard some rumors about him and Mrs. Claus.
Can I get a copy of that for the Chuck?
Yeah, go ahead, Ken.
Why do you let Sky hold the back in that shit?
Because that's what she wanted to do? And I'm generally don't.
Go ahead. Oh. And then he disappeared. If it were Morcorcra's division, then it's Ultimate Gauntlet because that's Morcorcra's division, Destroyer.
But anywho, I must say I haven't been.
Bossman, Destroyer had a question for you.
Okay.
She wanted to know if, because the match that she was having with Sassy got interrupted, they will start that match over again once we're back.
Yes, that is true. There were two title matches. Maybe I believe there were just two title matches that were ongoing at the time of the shutdown. That the Platinum Dragon and the Powerball, or what was Ultimate Gauntlet, right? Yes.
It was Ultimate Gauntlet and the Platinum Dragon.
Right. So those two matches will be remade when the game comes back up. So that's one of the other reasons we will have to delay having a pay-per-view too quickly when we return. So
Because we've got title matches and we've got contendership matches.
yeah, we're just gonna have to all sort it out when the game comes back. So there, somehow left you out of the without. There you are, me. I'll make more for other people as well on this particular.
I have a feeling these are going to be awful popular, boss man.
They might be. I hope so. Although I don't think Paragon wants one. Especially not with a Santa hat. I don't think we can get him into the Santa microscope.
Krampus.
Krampus.
I think Chris Cage's Krampus makes more sense.
I tell you, it wasn't easy getting Unstoppable to pose for that. I'm just telling you.
I mean, better you than me.
All right. What? Unless anybody has something else they'd like to talk about, I think we're pretty much done for the evening. Did anyone have anything they wanted to discuss? Anybody?
I can't say I have anything more. I'm still just paying attention to these pictures going by. Just yeah, there it is. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. What? I was distracted again.
You must have been distracted. You didn't even see that Destroyer said that she had a new picture for your truck.
I'm sorry. What? Where?
I don't know where it is, but she said she had one.
Why don't I have it?
All right, folks. Oh, wait. We can't. Well, Ken's coming back, but I'm getting ready to. Welcome back, Ken. You're just in time to say goodbye to everybody.
What?
All right. At any you, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you joining us this evening. We should have hopefully more news next week, and we'll have some more fun. I hope everyone had a little bit of fun tonight. I'm going to play us out with the parade one more time just because I can. This is RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. Jazz hands.